your new home for live events, USA Sports.
It all comes down to this.
It all comes down to this.
It's been said you can never underestimate the heart of a champion.
Approach like you're gonna murder the ball.
And now the championship comes down to just one more night.
I think we're a battle-tested team. When all odds are stacked against you, you can come out aggressive, allows us to feel like we have the upper hand going into the match.
Austin looks to defend their title from last year and remain the only team to ever win the league trophy. But Salt Lake took the first match in a 5-set thriller. Salt Lake takes match one of the League One 2026 finals. Can they hold on after a roller coaster of a season to be the last team standing?
When our backs are against the wall, who are we going to be? What are we going to be about?
Salt Lake and Austin, one night to win it all, only on USA Sports. Welcome to the League One Volleyball Championship in Long Beach, California. The LBS Financial Credit Union Pyramid plays host to the final match of the championship series between Salt Lake and Austin. A sold-out crowd is on hand to watch one of these teams take home just the second ever championship in league history. Alexa Gray and her Salt Lake teammates are just one win away from taking home the title after a thrilling win on Thursday. But Asia O'Neal and Austin are the defending champions and hope to turn it around with a win tonight. 2 days ago, it was a back-and-forth volleyball match with Salt Lake taking the 5-set victory.
Yeah, both Austin and Salt Lake felt like they could play better volleyball. The best is in front of them. It was a dogfight, and I would expect a great match from both teams tonight.
Both of the championship is a 2-match series. If Salt Lake wins, they take home the trophy. But if Austin wins tonight, they will immediately play a golden set to 15 points to decide it all. As we welcome you in alongside two-time Olympic medalist Courtney Thompson, I'm Shelby Coppage. Austin is the defending champs from last season, Salt Lake making their debut in the finals. But both these teams had a very up-and-down season. Courtney, just how hard was it for these teams to make it all the way here?
Yeah, it's been incredible. Both teams had a must-win match just to get into the playoffs. They went into the semis. They each won the semifinal in a golden set down to 2 points at the end. So they're battle-tested. When their backs have been against the wall, it's brought out the best volleyball. So I would expect a really great match tonight.
Salt Lake looking to outside Alexa Gray, who had 28 points on Thursday's match.
Yeah, Alexa Gray is one of the best outside hitters in the world and in this league, and she has put Salt Lake on her back all season long. She not only does it from the front row, but also gets swings from the back row. And look to her tonight to get most of the serves from Austin. They're going to try to pressure her, and Salt Lake goes as she goes. She's going to need to be great tonight.
Courtney, take us through your chase scouting report for Salt Lake.
Yeah, so for Salt Lake, the X factor tonight is going to be Haiti Casanova, number 33 for yellow on the opposite. When she is great, this offense is virtually impossible to stop. They're going to need her to bring home a championship.
Austin looking opposite Madisen Skinner, number 2 in the league in kills and points.
Yeah, the name that is synonymous with championships, Madisen Skinner, and what makes her special is she plays her best volleyball when the lights are brightest, and she's grateful to be in this moment. She feels more connected to her team than ever. She's excited to let it go and hopefully bring back the second championship to Austin.
Now the Austin scouting report presented by Chase.
So one of Austin's strengths is their serve and how aggressive they get teams out of system and off the net. It wasn't great Thursday, so that's going to be the differentiator tonight. Can they put pressure on Salt Lake from the service line?
And now we welcome in the third member of our broadcast crew. It's Cameron Irwin.
Ladies, tonight showcases one of the best middle blocking matchups in League One volleyball between Asia O'Neal and Serena Gray, two athletes that have faced off against one another since they were 15 years old. Now, over the years, their friendship has blossomed from the club level all the way to the national team. But tonight, the niceties have been thrown completely out the window. In speaking to Serena, she affectionately called Asia the nightmare you can't escape from, saying you must respect and prioritize her at all times. As for Asia, she said she relishes playing high-level middles, calling the one-on-one moments the game within the game. Ladies, this is a matchup you're going to want to keep your eyes on.
Great job, Cameron. Asia O'Neal said, I love Serena, but tonight she is my enemy. Matchup to watch at the middle. Now let's send it down to the court for our announcer, Mark Sherman, for the introductions of tonight's starting lineups. Here is the Salt Lake starting lineup presented by Adidas, led by head coach Tama Miyashiro.
And also led by setter Jordan Poulter, best setter in the Tokyo Olympics, led her team to the first ever gold medal for Team USA. No stranger to these big moments. This team is ready to go.
For Austin, their new head coach, Eric Sullivan, taking over for Austin's second appearance in the finals.
That's right, and they're led by Carly Lloyd, setter, a bronze medalist from the Rio Olympic Games, and she's a fiery competitor who's locked in this team, and they're ready to go tonight as well.
Austin's strong starting lineup presented by Adidas, moments away. Again, Austin has to win this match in order to take it to the golden set. If Austin wins, it's one more set, AKA match, but just to 15 points to decide it all. If Salt Lake wins this match, it's over. Salt Lake takes home the title. Middle blocker Serena Gray ready to go, Courtney. Libero of the year, Manami Kajima, a force to be reckoned with. Defense led by those two for Salt Lake. Jordan Poulter starting us off here in set one as she serves that one out.
For both of these teams, you just think about the years of commitment to volleyball, perfecting your craft, all of the ups and downs of a season, and for it to come down to one night where in 3 hours a champion will be crowned. It's what it's all about.
Back to Casanova. Eggleston already showing off those arms, getting that block.
Austin, one of the more physical teams, and this is when they're at their best, when they're serving tough, putting up a huge block. They started Thursday with 4 blocks in a row. We're seeing them again tonight.
Poulter going to Gray. Austin with a couple of block touches, finally forcing Alexa Gray to swing out.
And as an athlete, all of the nerves, all of the swell of the energy, every match in the playoffs feels like it grows. There's more people watching every single time, and you got to think some of these errors early are a little bit of nerves.
That matchup Cameron Owen told you to watch for the middles, O'Neal versus Serena Gray. You can hear Salt Lake Center Jordan Poulter telling Alexa Gray where to go. Jordan Poulter is mic'd up tonight. Going to have a front row seat to hear her leadership.
So fun to hear these athletes communicate at such a high level about what's happening now and the next play.
Haiti, come on, Haiti, come on, Haiti.
Salt Lake calling the first time out.
We got you. We got you. Get a drink, get a drink. Okay. Hey, we'll get another good pass. Keep talking. Maybe risk a little more in the seat. Keep talking. And look, second touch. Take your time. Push it up. Cover. Our game. It's about Salt Lake. Come on. Start this out. I'll get you out there.
Like literally reading and then along
Along that pole.
okay. Along the net.
Okay.
Can hear Jordan Poulter telling her team what to expect here, telling Serena what to run, telling Haiti Casanova, hey, I'll push you out there. Sometimes in these big arenas, we're playing in the Long Beach State Pyramid. It's harder to gauge where you are as a setter.
And Austin setter Carly Lloyd with the block. So Austin has a 6-point lead. Neither Salt Lake or Austin won a set on Thursday by more than 5 points.
Huge stuff by setter Carly Lloyd, one of the more physical setters in the league and the fiercest competitor.
Back to Casanova. Did she get the touch? She did.
And there's a bit of settling in. The first time you get a side out as an offense, however long it takes, even down 6 is always nice. And Salt Lake right now, can they stay aggressive and try to find the rhythm here?
Alexa Gray back row the next 3 rotations. Backer Skinner flying in just a little too wide on that hit.
Madisen Skinner with a 40-inch vertical. As you said, Shelby, absolutely flying is what she does. She jumps and then just keeps going up. A lot of nerves early with these unforced airs.
Gray finding Eggleston. Jordan Poulter with the 1-arm save. Casanova hitting into Eggleston, hands for the duel. So Eggleston blocked that ball out, giving Haiti Casanova the kill.
Yeah, and this is how Haiti Casanova makes a living here. She's not overly physical, but has a very strong arm, and she's at her best when she's attacking that block, hitting edges. Hopefully finding tools for her.
Short ball. Pushed outside to Eggleston. Awesome dig by Inoue. Claire Hoffman finding Inoue again. Serena Gray getting the kill. You could see Poulter looking at Gray before she even made that set.
Great transition by Salt Lake, and both of these liberos from Japan, Koto Inoue, Manami Kojima, 2 of the best in Japan here, trying to bring home a championship, and I expect to see a lot of digs. They cover so much court and are two of the most fun athletes to watch.
Alexa Gray serving that one deep anyway, just squatting to let that one go out. Molly McCage back in, one of the best blockers for LOVB Austin this year.
Try it again. Austin, one of the more physical teams. Molly McCage, 6'4", played at Texas.
Eggleston tight on the net, blocked by Serena Gray. Not the greatest set again for Eggleston, but it works out. Free ball for Austin. What will Lloyd do with it? McCage into the block, but it comes back and hits her, giving Salt Lake the kill.
And both teams right now, just the effort early. Whatever it takes, the pancake to keep the play alive, and the crowd is absolutely loving it. Jordan Poulter talked about today, man, you live for these kind of matches. She's won a gold medal, been in the Olympics, but this is what it's about. And if you're a professional volleyball player, there's not that many nights that it all comes down to one night.
Serena Gray serving that one just a little too wide, so Kojima coming back in. Austin head coach Eric Sullivan said we want to avoid hitting at the libero of the year as much as possible, but she takes about 75% of the court, Courtney. So easier said than done.
Absolutely.
Hoffman tipping into the block, and no one able to get that second touch. Carly Lloyd up to serve. She'll be back row the next 3 rotations, so no setter dumps while she's jumping. Has to stay on her feet. Stuffed straight down. McCage on Casanova.
Both of these teams know each other so well. Oftentimes on a medium pass, when that pass is around the 10-foot line, Jordan Poulter goes to Casanova. Austin is absolutely ready for that and just crushes some dreams.
And Tori Dixon flying in. These two teams have faced each other 4 times this season, taking a lot of notes throughout the year.
And Tori Dixon talked about that. She played her college career at Minnesota, 6'3", a true veteran. She's played many years overseas and just talked about we really know each other. It's just about who executes better in these moments, who can be more of themselves when the pressure's on the line.
Eggleston at the service line, 33 for Austin, is the best server in League One, has the most aces out of everyone. Poulter to Hoffman, did she get the touch? You can hear Poulter saying, yes, Claire, yes, Claire.
Number 21, Claire Hoffman, played at the University of Washington. Hey-oh, fellow dog in the house. She's one of the best passing outsides in the league. Second best behind Jordan Larson. More known for her passing than offense, but tonight Poulter's using her early.
Skinner able to push into Alexa Gray's hands. Eric Sullivan talked about that. He said we want to push the block back with our power. So far, a great first set. Austin taking the early lead in the second match of the LOVB Finals. League One Volleyball is presented by Skims, the official loungewear, intimates, and sleepwear partner of Love. Long Beach State has long been home to some of the best volleyball players in the entire world. Tara Cross Battle, 1989 NCAA champ and 4-time U.S. Olympian. Danielle Scott, 1993 Natty champ and 5-time U.S. Olympian. Happy birthday to her daughter, Julie. TJ DeFalco, 2-time NCAA champion and 2024 Olympic bronze medalist. Moni Nikolov, 2025 champ, and currently plays for the Bulgarian national team. And of course, Misty May Trainer. In 1998, she led Long Beach to the first ever NCAA undefeated season. She's a 3-time Olympic gold medalist on the beach and probably the greatest Long Beach athlete of all time.
And last and not least, Taiba Hanif Park, a teammate of mine, a 2-time silver medalist in Beijing and London, a legend of the game on the sidelines for Austin tonight. And so cool for our sport what tonight means. You got celebrities here, you got a sold-out crowd, 2 of the best teams in the league competing at the highest level right here in the U.S. What a night.
Poulter finding Gray on the shoe, but Kojima up for the coverage. Molly McCage keeping that ball alive from the back row, leading to the kill on the outside from Madisen Skinner. Rather, Maddie Banks, 4 in purple.
Maddie Banks, one of the most consistent players for Austin. She just does all the little things well. She's kind of a silent assassin out there, but a friendly one. Everyone loves. She played in Nebraska. Again, she said, I'm used to these moments. I love them. I played in a lot of them, and we're ready to go tonight.
Casanova pausing in the air, trying to find those hands, but just hitting that ball deep.
It's interesting, one thing Austin said today was, we don't want to come out too hot. We're better when we kind of slow burn into it. So you got to think they're happy they're up by 7, but also they want to be able to sustain this. Of course, for them to win the championship, they need to win the match and then the tiebreak, which is the golden set, 1-15.
Eric Sullivan giving McCage some feedback on the serve. Tori Dixon up for Salt Lake. Eggleston keeping this ball alive. Out to Alexa Gray, right off Anyway's platform.
Alexa Gray, Jordan Poulter, 2 best friends off the court. They played together in Italy many years ago, and they have such a strong connection, a lot of trust between these 2. One reason, she gets a lot of sets down the stretch.
Salt Lake continuing to find Eggleston and serve receive. Madisen Skinner getting the ball straight back at her. Huge block from Salt Lake.
Huge block by Serena Gray. You can see the grin from her. 6'2", played her college career at Pittsburgh. Right here from California. It's so fun for a lot of these athletes to get to come home in front of their friends and family and compete at the highest level.
Jordan Poulter out to Alexa Gray. Off the hands of Madisen Skinner. Momentum starting to go to Salt Lake's side. As Eric Sullivan calls a timeout for Austin. Let's go in and see what he has to say to his team.
Feed there and then find Yeah, hey, there's the short, right? Let's make sure we're paying attention to that and talking our way through it. Yep. Hey, good first contact here. Good first contact, good set. Just take a good swing. All right, keep finding edges. Hey, and if it's not there, put it on them, man. Make these guys play. All right? Here we go. Come on.
Yeah, go with the ball. Yeah, let's go. We got you pass. We got, yeah. Here we go here. Do you want to sit? Oh, you want, yeah. Sit, which one? Okay. Toto, you want to flex here? Okay, yes, we will.
Logan Eggleston, one of the most competitive athletes. Her teammates say she's going to get after it and talk a little crap more than anyone. Loves these moments as well. And here talking to her teammates about what to expect on the next play.
Pancake by Casanova. Boyd finding Skinner, who goes straight through the split in front of Claire Hoffman.
Huge swing by number 6, Madisen Skinner. Sometimes it just sounds different, and you can tell it's championship volleyball here tonight. Huge swing. She saw a little bit of space, and she took advantage.
Madisen Skinner just as much as a threat in the back row as she is the front. Alexa Gray, big swing right into Asia O'Neal's hands. One of the best blockers in League One this season.
Number 7, Asia O'Neal. This is her at her best, just absolutely crushing dreams. One of the competitive leaders of this team. She's doesn't need to say a lot. She shows a lot with her actions. Just competes hard, is doing everything she can to help this team win their 2nd championship.
Colts are keeping this one alive somehow with a knuckleball. Eric Sullivan trying to say the team was in net. Serena Gray, perfect swing. You see the,
and there it is.
Classic
The flag is up.
So a challenge from Eric Sullivan. He has to throw that red flag, which is new this season, and I don't think he minds it. For more on that red flag from Eric Sullivan, it's Cameron Irwin.
You're right, Shelby. You just mentioned it. One addition to League One volleyball this year is the challenge flag. You can hear them discussing it now. But Eric Sullivan has truly grasped the opportunity with flair. This is a few matches ago, and since this moment, his team and coaching staff has had some fun with this exact image, pranking Eric this morning, showing up with graphics and t-shirts, immortalizing him in challenge lore. That's my favorite. Whether he's screwing the light bulb in or screwing it back out, you guys be the deciders, but there's a look at the fantastic t-shirts. He loved every minute of it, but without question, he is immortalized.
Cameron, it's the leg pop for me. So fluid, like a little ballerina. All right, Courtney, what do you see from this challenge right here?
They're challenging if it hit the antenna here, and I think it did.
So no ball can hit the antenna at any point. That means it's the other team's point. Doesn't move right here from what we can see.
It also could have been
The
from
net.
Jordan Poulter hitting the net on the other side. So that may be why you see the antenna shaking.
Jordan Poulter can hit the net outside the antenna, but obviously the main net inside you cannot touch.
That's correct. It's a game of inches here.
Yeah, great effort at least, if anything, by Jordan Poulter.
These referees looking at every angle they possibly can because every point matters when it's all on the line tonight.
Looks like Poulter actually hit her face on one of the cameras for the up ref. And here's everything that these coaches are allowed to challenge. So block touch, net fault, antenna touch. You can never touch the antenna. You can never have a foot fault. Double contact, last touch, reaching over the net. Double contact is okay if the ball stays on your side. So each coach has 2 challenges per set. If they use a challenge and win it, they get to keep it. If they lose it, they lose the challenge. So Eric Sullivan's down to 1 challenge for this set. But Cameron Irwin, thank you so much for that story. Love those pictures. Great t-shirts for Austin. Slide coming in, Asia O'Neal. The slide queen, as her former head coach at Texas, Jared Elliott, dubbed her.
The slide queen, so good at that slide, which is when she runs behind the setter. It's a fast set, really difficult to defend, and Asia O'Neal is one of the best in the league.
Poulter out to Gray, off the hands of Carly Lloyd, and we're back to Cameron Irwin.
Just mentioning Asia O'Neal, and actually last season, although they won the championship, she said she wasn't super happy with her performance. She was dealing with some ankle injuries, and she went in and hired a couple coaches and strength trainers to recognize her body. She noticed that there was a disparity, about 60% stronger on her right side, which is unique. You saw her just run the slide yet again. You would think she'd be stronger on that left side, so they got back in the gym, worked on it. She feels like she's quicker and better as a slide attacker as well as a blocker this year.
Madisen Skinner hoping to get that touch, but it's out. Perfect example of what you were talking about, Cameron. As we see Eric Sullivan throw the flag, what might be his highest throw. Asia O'Neal, though, won a lot and is now second in the league in blocks. So we have another challenge, though, here.
And Austin is challenging
Serena Gray's pointer finger moving right here.
It's nice when they're that quick. Not much fight from Salt Lake. Eric Sullivan, we're in the pyramid. He's got no limitations on how high this flag goes.
It's very true. I know, Courtney, at Servant Pass, you said that this gym in particular can really affect how the setters view the ball. So we Jarvis in the match right now for Austin. One-handed set to Poulter, leading to that awesome kill by Gray.
Serena Gray absolutely annihilates that ball in the middle. It's one of the most efficient plays. Serena Gray with the highest hitting percentage in the middle this season. I would expect Jordan Poulter as much as she can, as much as the pass allows, to try to get Serena Gray the ball.
Poulter making these one-handed sets look easy. Maddie Haynes, deep float. Slide from McCage. Hoffman going for the deep corner, just a little too wide. It's Austin's ball.
And we talk about attacking edges, and so much of that is really going after the block. And so even if there's a huge block, two people there over the net, you don't want to avoid it, hit out of bounds. You really want to try to hit the outside edges of somebody's hand. Claire Hoffman just misses high.
Tight ball for Claire Hoffman. She recycles it, but it ends up being a block by Madisen Skinner. So Hoffman on purpose goes into Skinner's hands, hoping to get a coverage ball, but no one able to help her out.
Madisen Skinner staying nice and disciplined there.
Tight ball back out to Hoffman, who beats out Skinner's block this time with the power jam.
Power jam, somewhere in between a hit and a tip. You kind of throw it down a little bit, as long as it's in front of you, that is legal. Jordan Poulter and Carly Lloyd, two of the most physical setters, so that means when a pass is tight, they're able to go up and get it and give their team a chance to keep playing, get a swing. And Logan Eggleston, number 33 for Austin, going back to serve, leading the league in aces. She had a handful on Thursday night. This is a really good rotation for Austin, where they're going to want to get several points in a row.
Back row attack, Alexa Gray with the big, getting the kill from the back.
And both sides, again, we talked about how well they know each other. So these rotations where there's been a good matchup for the other side as an offense, there's an urgency to try to score, because you want to get out of that rotation, not get stuck giving away a lot of points in a row.
Maddie Banks getting the tool off Tori Dixon's hands.
Maddie Banks, number 4 for Austin. Again, her husband was drafted, also a football player from Nebraska, playing for the Green Bay Packers. Right now, cheering for Austin.
Bailey Miller at the service line, one of the youngest players in League One, 21 years old. Casanova, did she get the touch? Maddie Banks wags that finger saying, no, you didn't.
And again, Haiti Casanova, the X factor for Salt Lake tonight. It's going to be a long night for Salt Lake if they're not able to find some production on the right side of the court.
Poulter out to Gray, rolling that one line. Madisen Skinner goes into the block, but it goes straight down from Tori Dixon.
A rare mistake by Madisen Skinner. She won 3 national championships in college. She was the league MVP last season in the finals. And I asked her this morning, hey, what do you do to manage these moments? All the pressure, all the expectations, and she pointed to her faith. She said, it's been written, I just got to show up, trust in something bigger than me, and the groundedness that that gives me allows me a lot of freedom.
Serena Gray looks like she's telling her huddle that there was not a touch, or that there was. Talami Ashira throwing that red flag, calling for the challenge.
The original call on the floor was no block touch. Salt Lake is challenging for a block touch.
Oh, yeah.
That pinky looks like it's moving. Again, the matchup, Cameron Owen said you have to look out for Asia O'Neal, Serena Gray, friends since they were 15 years old.
Mary Lake into serve for Salt Lake, BYU grad.
Lake with the dig. Casanova keeping this one alive. So set point for Austin. Austin got off to a 6-0 start and hasn't trailed since. Never trailed at all this first set now. Madisen Skinner, back row to serve. Going off the right hand of Asia O'Neal, trying to get to that red zone mark, that 20-point mark in each set. Jordan Poulter up to serve for Salt Lake. Slide Asia O'Neal tipping this one over. Statement kill Alexa Gray.
Huge swing by Alexa Gray, number 9 for Salt Lake. We talk about both teams, they've had their backs against the wall. Anything can happen in the playoffs. They've been in positions where they have to win. And right now, I wouldn't count Salt Lake out, even though they're down 4.
Pushed out to Banks. Austin hoping there's a touch, but the up ref calls it in their favor regardless. No challenge needed. So Austin takes the first set in the final match. Tonight we crown a champion. Or hold on, it's Tommy Yashiro for Salt Lake calling a challenge. Not so fast, Thomas says.
The original call on the floor was no block touch. Salt Lake is challenging for a block touch.
Let's take a look. We gotta make sure. Was there a touch?
Challenge unsuccessful. First set goes to the reigning champs, Austin. Tonight we crown a champion on USA Sports. The season is over. Austin defending their title. Salt Lake looking for their first one in League One history.
League One Volleyball is proud to introduce Summer Love, our first annual holiday celebrating volleyball in the communities that make the game so special. On Saturday, June 6th, participating Love Clubs across the country will come together for a full day of fun, connection, and competition for all ages. From skills clinics and family challenges to pancake breakfasts, giveaways, music, and more, Summer Love is a nationwide celebration of the sport we all love.
To find a Summer Love event near you and to learn how to get involved, visit love.com/summerlove to learn more.
And that's what it's all about. These young athletes seeing these professionals and going, man, that is possible for me. We got SC Rockstar in the house. Jordan Larson visited them last night here in California. So cool where our sport has gone, and I can't wait to see where it comes in the years to go.
My partner, Courtney, won't say it, but these high school players walk by and ask her for pictures all the time. I'm just here to make Courtney look good. Madisen Skinner starting us off in the second set. Austin took the first one, and Lex did great coming out hot to start us off in the second.
And Shelby, you talked about in the Open, both of these teams have had such an up and down season. What the skill that you develop there is being able to reset. No matter how good it was, how bad it was in the last set or the last point, it's about bringing your focus to the next play, and that's what champions do. We're going to see that over and over tonight.
Casanova getting the high hands with an Eggleston saving it. Big play by Kojima for Salt Lake. Slide, Asia O'Neal finding the hands of Claire Hoffman. We're going to send it over to Cameron Irwin.
Shelby, I got a chance to listen into the Salt Lake huddle between sets 1 and 2, and Haley Washington was actually the most vocal voice, saying it was just a 5-point differential. We know they're a good blocking team. On the other side of the net, we have to adapt. They also talked about making some minor adjustments with their set location, particularly out of system, allowing for more error. And last and finally, they want to serve number 33. That's Logan Eggleston. Guys?
Haley Washington, one of the best middles in the world for a long time. She's been out with an injury the last 2 seasons, but is committed to being here and helping her team in every single way. She's a gold medalist from the Tokyo Olympics, a huge asset to this team in this league.
And Cameron, that 5-point difference that Haley Washington was talking about, that was the largest difference for a set so far in this championship series. So 5-setter we had. Could not have been closer. The blocks were crazy. Great matchup on Thursday. Again, Austin has to win this match to take it to the golden set. Asia O'Neal with the deep float. Casanova straight through the block. Molly McCage and split with Eggleston.
The rhythm there with Casanova and Poulter looks a little bit more dialed in. Those sets were a little bit fast in set 1 there. She's better when she has time and is able to go get that thing and attack the block.
Skinner flying in from the back row. Going right off Serena Gray's platform for the kill.
Again, when you have a back row attack, you have to jump from behind the 10-foot line, but what that does for your offense is it just adds one more hitter. So as a defense, you have so many things coming at you, it's really hard to defend.
That was Skinner's 4th kill of the match. Claire Hoffman adding 1 to her. Salt Lake has 19 kills right now, and Austin has just 10. It's definitely difference in offense right now so far.
That's right, Austin been able to score a lot from their block. Defensively, a lot of errors from Salt Lake where they're able to score so far.
McCage sprinting into Carly Lloyd is scoring on Kojima, the libero of the year.
Molly McCage, I love this comment she made the other day. She said, hey, what's it like playing with Carly Lloyd, the setter? Carly hasn't started all season long. She's started the last few matches, and Molly said, it's kind of like mom entered the group chat. She just brings the level of expectations up, and we're here for it.
Eggleston keeping this one alive. What a play from Austin. It's all in the effort from Logan Eggleston. The bench is loving it. The crowd does too.
All the joy. Look at that effort. Incredible move, and Maddie Banks just squeezes it in there. It's kind of an awkward play for Claire Hoffman. Those are always fun to get the team going. Momentum builder.
Everyone loved that play, including Maddie Banks. Back row attack, Alexa Gray. Skinner tipping this one and covering her own ball. Anyway, putting her body on the floor, but not able to get that 3rd touch back on Salt Lake's side.
Just see what this means to these athletes by how hard they go. If there is the slightest chance they're able to get that up in return, they're going for it. So fun to watch.
Neither team has more than 2 consecutive points this set. Claire Hoffman starting 2 wide, ball in Molly McCage's hands. Watch out for Salt Lake to hit a McCage in this rotation, with her being the middle blocker in the back row. Middles aren't there to be back row players, they're there to block at the front. Alexa Gray way off the net. You can hear Poulter talking to her.
That's a big time play from Salt Lake. So much good volleyball is happening there. And at this level, these sets out of system, when the pass or the dig is way off the net, the game often comes down to how well you execute in those moments. Incredible set by Manami Kojima.
Poulter out to Alexa Gray, going line.
And the other thing you see, we've talked about the blocks of Austin. They're such a physical team, but it's not just the blocks that you get a point on, but it's all these little touches. If you can slow down a hard attack, you get a dig, it's really positive touch for your team.
Skinner forcing Alexa Gray's hand back, getting the point by doing that jam you were talking about, Courtney.
Yeah, and this is what makes a hitter great. That set was really fast coming out of Carly Lloyd's hands. It was a low set, and Madisen Skinner worked hard to get her feet there, make something happen. And as a setter, when your hitters are working hard for you, there's freedom to go for it. You're gonna set them better in the end.
Poulter to Alexa Gray again, this time going for Carly Lloyd's hands, shoving her hands off the block. Alexa Gray has 8 kills so far. She's leading the gym in kills. We've had 7 ties and 7 lead changes in this set, folks. Asia O'Neal on the slide. A little too much power, sending that one out.
As a slide hitter, you're actually trying to get depth, so you want to be far from the net so you can keep that ball in front of you. When you get under it, you tend to sail it out of bounds like you saw there from Asia O'Neal.
Maddie Banks leading out the block, and Kojima at left back.
Great swing, and it's a rare thing to get one on Manami Kojima. Both of these liberos so good, so well respected in the league. And Austin talked about when Kojima's back there, you are trying to avoid that half of the court. It changes how you think about running an offense, how you think about attacking the ball, and that's what makes her so good.
Kojima setting this one high, letting her setter get reset. Eggleston with the pancake, but it's being called down.
Talked to Manami Kojima this morning. I said, hey, what would it mean to you to win a championship here in the States? This is her first time playing outside of Japan for a club season. She's loved her experience. Her English has gotten phenomenal. And she talked about, my dream is to play in the LA Olympics, and I can't believe how many fans we have here. It feels so special, and it would mean a lot to me.
Back to Skinner right into Serena Gray's hands. Serena Gray doesn't need any help. She can block Skinner all by herself.
Great block by number 11. She's more known for her offense, but does a nice job of staying disciplined there and just getting over. You can feel Salt Lake kind of starting to lock in here, and this is when they get good. They're not an overly emotional team. They just make play after play and tend to not let up when they're at their best.
Boyd out to Eggleston, hard hit over the block. Well, up anyway. Not able to get this over the net, but the effort from the libero for Austin is unmatched. But point for Salt Lake. Eric Sullivan, though, not so fast, throwing that red flag in the air. Looks like he's calling.
The original call on the floor was no net touch. Austin is challenging for a net touch.
Courtney, what do you think? So Eric Sullivan is calling Salt Lake into the net. It looks like it's the ball.
I think that's the ball for a long.
That's right. Hey, does that make sense? Let's not get aggressive here. We're lined up right on Gray. Get our hands across the net, right? She's not using the edge. She's just going out at the hands.
Challenge unsuccessful. Ball, Salt Lake side. Eric Sullivan talked about the edges. We'll talk more about that when we get back. Salt Lake, a 4-point lead here in the second set on a 3-0 run, the longest of this set. Salt Lake with a 4-point lead. Plenty of celebs in the house tonight here for the Salt Lake Championship.
Julie Bowden, Abby Wambach, all-time leader in U.S. gold, World Cup, Olympic golds. We got Peter Holt, part of the LOVB Austin ownership group. Of course, Jermaine O'Neal, a 6-time NBA All-Star and dad of Asia O'Neal.
And Reggie Bush, hello. Yes, that is him. He is fully invested into volleyball, part of Salt Lake's ownership. Lisa Ray is also here. Cameron Irwin interviewed her before, said that she is amazing to talk to. Everyone trying to get in on the volleyball court side. We are here for it.
So special for our sport. Sold out crowd here in Long Beach. All the stars are out. What a fun moment for these athletes to get to try to win a championship in front of all the celebs.
Alexa Gray iced by the time off the court, but she's leading the gym in kills. She is 10. Serena Gray and Madisen Skinner are the next up with 5.
And Jordan Poulter in this row, if she can, she's going to try, I would imagine, to get the ball to Serena Gray.
As she does, Jordan Poulter going right to Serena Gray. It's like she heard you. Took your advice somehow.
As a setter, you're trying to play percentages. So what's working in the season? Who's your best hitter in each rotation? You kind of know on a good pass what's best going to work. On a medium pass, Carly Lloyd. On the other side right now, likely going to use Madisen Skinner or Logan Eggleston.
Wait. Yeah. Yes, Blair! Rub it. Come on.
Logan Eggleston putting that ball perfectly on the line.
Oh.
She is also mic'd up tonight, so we are able to hear exactly what she is saying.
I'm excited for that one. Her teammates said, you know, she likes to talk a little crap. She gets a little in there and makes it fun for her and tends to help her play better.
Casanova staring down Eggleston after that one.
Oh.
Hitting in Eggleston's hands, but getting the tool. So back and forth fight right now on that side of the net.
Heidi Casanova from Cuba talked about what it meant for her to play in a country in the U.S. where she gets to connect with where other Cubans live and what that means to her, how special it is. She's excited to represent them tonight.
Huge dig by Alexa Gray. Back to Eggleston again from Inoue. Tori Dixon getting the block, but does it land in? It lands out. Eggleston has tooled Dixon twice now, making the ball go the opposite way of the court. That just shows how hard Eggleston hits.
And Eggleston, a physical athlete, is going up and over, and Tori Dixon more known for these little plays she makes than being a huge blocker.
Alexa Gray getting the kill, but doing an almost reset with her approach.
I don't think she was expecting that one, and sometimes you got to adjust to the moment, as these teams have all season long. Little hop and a skip over to get a kill.
It's just that easy as she makes it look. Banks into the hands of Dixon. Oh, Carly Lloyd was going to take the second touch. She doesn't look worried about it. Had a change of decision at the last second.
Carly Lloyd bringing a little levity to that moment. It was an awkward play. It always happens as she moves on. Again, one of the most competitive, fierce athletes loves to get after it. She's one of the moms in the league, mom to Storm, who's here tonight with her family.
Molly McCage ending Salt Lake's largest lead of the match. Going in for the one-off, Carly Lloyd, as Asia O'Neal steps back on.
Right, and Bailey Miller back into serve for Austin, number 22. Came in and had a few good runs. Had a nice 4-point, 5-point scoring run for Austin on Thursday. She's been clutch down the stretch for these guys.
Outside to Banks. Looks like she's doing a crunch in the air, just coming down on the ball with all that power.
Yeah, when you're hitting, it's like throwing a baseball. You get torque from kind of this wind up through your core. The only difference is you're in the air. You don't have a mound to push off of, but these athletes finding any way to get some power on the ball.
Bailey Miller's now had 2 great digs. Alexa Gray trying to find the edge like Eric Sullivan said she would, but not able to get the hands.
Bailey Miller doing all the things right tonight, serving. A nice dig and an even better keeping it alive from Maddie Banks. Salt Lake unable to execute on a free ball. Typically teams are scoring when they get a free ball over the net.
Bailey Miller was the serving sub going back off, so Molly McCage will come back in. Eric Sullivan said that he wants his team to take risks at the service line. Austin led in aces on Thursday as Maddie Bug, the Stanford alum, comes in to serve. Skinner dropping that ball right in front of Haiti Casanova.
That was a beautiful set by Carly Lloyd and great execution by Madisen Skinner. What makes her, again, so unique is her ability to get her feet to the ball. When her feet are there, she can jump straight up, and she hits at such a high contact point. As we see a double sub for Austin, Bria Riley and Julianne Fawcett coming in, number 17. Played at Texas. They do this so that you can have another opposite hitter in the front row, which is typically a better block, and also another offensive weapon as the setter goes in the back row.
Out to Banks. Kojima keeping this one up. Tie ball for Gray, but she's able to make contact coming down, going off Fawcett's hands.
Well, double sub is typical in international volleyball, where you, again, you put the setter in for the opposite, a new opposite in for the starting setter. And we're seeing 3 attackers in the front row, so that's an offensive advantage here for Austin.
O'Reilly finding O'Neal, who pushes that ball too deep.
Typically, the double sub is used as kind of a closer in baseball. You're either trying to come back and get a few points or finish out a set effectively. We're seeing right now some struggle for Bria O'Reilly to find her rhythm.
Hey, let's get relentless with D. We got to start flying around, getting on the ground for those balls. Vince Neary, let's go. Okay. On Serena, right back, we got to take a step into the court, right? She just got on high OT. We can dig some of those balls with our hands, but it's in that 2 seam, right? We got to step into the court there. Hey, leave the line. Let her bounce that thing on the line. Hey, here we go.
For me, leave it. Okay. This way, cross court. Yes, yes, yes! Come on, yeah, right. Flex! Inside, hey, inside! Come on! I'm out! Flex! Right, flex! Down! Free! Serena, push! Oh, shit, Haiti! Haiti! Come on! Clear!
Great digs on both sides. You can hear the captain of Salt Lake, Jordan Poulter, directing the offense the entire time.
I feel like I got to work at watching that as we see
Salt Lake is challenging floor touch mid-rally.
Look at these athletes flying around, doing whatever it takes. Austin trying to fight their way back in here to set 2. Salt Lake challenging this pancake where it looks like it might have gone down. For this to be effective, you got to get your whole hand under it. And I think she got about half that ball. That's definitely down on the floor. Although I do commend the effort.
You mentioned flying around. Austin head coach Eric Sullivan in that timeout
Let's go,
said
Salt Lake,
fly
come on.
around and try and dig everything you can, and you just saw a great rally.
Grab it! Tip! Yes, Lex! Right here! Get one! Oh! Get into it, Haiti!
Big kill from Alexa Gray. Jordan Poulter again mic'd up. You're hearing her direct traffic.
So many defensive plays by Jordan Poulter tonight. As you can hear her, as you said, Shelby, telling every athlete, hey, go here, do this. These setters like the quarterback. You're running, you're deciding who to give the ball to on every play, and you're responsible for the offense.
Jordan Poulter is leading Salt Lake in digs with 7. Maddie Banks getting that ball on the edges, like Eric Sullivan said.
Carly Lloyd back in for Austin right now. Double sub, not quite effective. They lost 1 point in that substitution, but worth a try when you're fighting and clawing, trying to get back into the set. Eric Sullivan's looking for any solution to help his team right now.
Casanova tipping over the block foot, what she was trying to do, but Eggleston blocks it on her way down.
Just keeps going up. Logan Eggleston battling her way, battling gravity to stay up to get that thing. Nice play by her.
So Alexa Gray's action off the service line. And that ball goes back to Austin's side. Salt Lake not too far to go to take this second set. Austin has a good amount of work to do.
Neither team has had an ace tonight. And Austin is passing better, but hitting less efficiently. So that's points to kind of the setting hitter rhythm that they're in. Maybe why Eric Sullivan made a change there.
Great up from Skinner, keeping this play alive. High ball to Hoffman, getting the high hands. Another up from Skinner. She's blocking these high balls from going out. Alexa Gray wide into Logan Eggleston's hands. Eggleston giving the tongue out. She's loving that block.
Oh man, those long rallies are so fun. International volleyball, these big time digs, and you're just trying to get a swing for one of your outside hitters. You can feel the momentum in these kind of matches, especially with everything on the line. These huge digs, the swell of the stadium, the crowd loves it, and there's all this energy around a transition attack. And when you get it or don't, it's a huge momentum moment.
Textbook play between Jordan Poulter and Serena Gray.
just like clockwork. That's such a pretty hit to watch. And setting the quick, what makes Serena Gray unique is that she jumps so high, but also hits really fast. So it's just hard to defend. Usually the blocker's still going up by the time the ball's going past their arm.
Eggleston with the 3-option pass. Overpass to Carly Lloyd, who gets blocked. But Tori Dixon again getting tooled. Salt Lake again still not able to get to set point right here.
Carly Lloyd's such a competitor. Her teammates talked about the intensity and the focus that she brings. She makes everyone around her better. Started weight training at age 8, running hill sprints, so she likes to get after it and compete.
This time Casanova hitting into Eggleston's hands, forcing Eggleston to block that ball out. Austin at one point was within 2 points this set at 17, excuse me. The cage able to make contact off the hands.
Both offenses are at their best when they're running through the middle of the court, either setting the middle attacker in the front row or the back row bick, which again is that back row attack in the middle. It's kind of like running your offense in basketball through the post. If you do that, then everything else is open.
Eric Sullivan dodging that one from Alexa Gray. As he said, she's been going for the edges.
Right now, Salt Lake trying to close out set 2. Michiro taking a little pause, wants to gather her team right now.
Okay, we're yeah, Logan's serving. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Blair.
Katie, if she needs to, if it's bad rhythm on the D, could get her Skinner and take her out.
Okay. Okay, nice pass. Keep talking passers. Give us time. Hitters, run that route hard. Come on. Let's go. Go, mate. Pass first. Pass first. Sorry. Yeah, be ready for it.
Jordan Poulter, the quarterback of this team, telling Tori, hey, run a gap and be ready for it. I'm looking for you. And we heard Tama Miyashiro talking with technical coordinator Will McDonald. So he's taking stats on every touch possible here, what might happen in the next rotation. And they have a conversation. Thomas synthesizes it. Decides to tell her team one thing.
Set point for Salt Lake as Tori Dixon closes this one out, and we're already tied up here in the final match, playing for the 2026 League One Championship. Salt Lake able to tie it up.
This is the battle that we expected. Each team finding their good tonight, showing up, working for their best, trying to bring home the trophy here in Season 2. This is only gonna get more and more intense as each team settles in and locks into their game plan and makes these adjustments.
Let's go to Cameron Irwin with Serena Gray.
Serena able to respond here in set number 2. What do you have to carry over to set number 3 that was effective?
Haley Washington brought us in and she was like, hey, that first set we had 13 unforced errors and we lost by 4 points. She was like, guys, they don't want it. And I hope Austin doesn't hear this, but if you're still that close and you made 13 errors and you're not winning, yeah, you just gotta, I lost my train of thought.
You're doing great. Serena, good luck with the rest of the match. Shelby?
Cameron, clear instructions from Haley Washington to Serena Gray. We love the honesty from Gray. Salt Lake looking for their first title in League One history. Serena Gray leading the way from the middle. Set 3, we're going to turn on USA Sports. We're tied up for the League One Finals Championship match. Cameron Irwin has Austin outside Logan Eggleston.
Logan, what skill do you have to be relentless in to close out this match?
I think we need to pick up our defense right now. There's a lot of balls that are falling that I think are scrappy plays, so we need to be a little bit more relentless, and I think we can turn this around.
All right, good luck, Logan. Shelby?
Thanks, Cameron. The championship is a 2-match series, so if Salt Lake wins, they take home the trophy tonight. If Austin wins, they immediately play a golden set to 15 points to decide it all. Salt Lake taking the second set, and Courtney, it's looking very different offensively. Austin has 21 kills. Meanwhile, Salt Lake has 34.
Yeah, they're really heating up, especially in set 2 there. They reduced their errors and just playing at a higher level right now. But as we said, both teams have been in this spot before. Their backs against the wall. They believe in themselves. And anything can happen when you're in the championship.
Logan Eggleston is the most served player in League One. And beginning of the year, a lot of our keys to the match was serve Logan Eggleston. And today she said, yeah, I heard that. It was no secret that everyone wanted to serve me. And I asked her what was the key to getting better, because she is serving a lot of 3-option passes, meaning the setter can set anyone she wants. And she said reps. I didn't change mechanics. I didn't overthink. I was in the gym just getting served at over and over and over. And she says now I love being served at. I fully welcome it.
So big time. And we talk about competitiveness, and that's what that is. You embrace challenge. You want it to be hard, because that what brings out your greatest volleyball. Both of these teams have known this all season long.
Set 3 starting off here with a hit from Maddie Banks. See the difference in kills. Austin does not have near as much offense so far as Salt Lake does, as Jordan Poulter goes to the service line.
Austin starting off in rotation 4, which is their lowest scoring side out. So it's a risky move. Wondering if Eric Sullivan's trying to get a different matchup to shake things up for his team.
Casanova rolling this one to Eggleston. Skinner making do what she can with that set. Big swing, Alexa Gray, 15 kills on the match so far. No other hitter is in double digits.
She had an almost record night Thursday. She's in a really good rhythm. I asked her, hey, how do you manage these moments as an athlete? And she said, I just try to keep it the same. I do what I do. I don't get too high or too low. And it's one unique quality about her is her composure, no matter what's happening around her.
Casanova sending that slide from O'Neal back to Austin. Poulter sliding for this dig. A lot of digs from Salt Lake side, leading to Casanova's hit off Asia O'Neal's block.
Nice shot by 33 Casanova. Wasn't quite in rhythm enough for her to hit a full speed shot. She takes a little off, just tries to get the block in trouble, and that's a veteran move by Casanova.
Jordan Poulter has 12 digs. To put that into perspective, Kojima, Libera of the Year, has just 6. Make that 7. Gray tipping over right in the middle of the court. Jordan Poulter continues to bring the defense as well for Salt Lake.
Sama Miyashiro telling her team what to look out for defensively. And again, Salt Lake right now taking advantage of Austin starting in their least effective row. And this is exactly what Miyashiro wants for Salt Lake.
Kojima finding Casanova. Did she get the high hands? O'Neal giving the finger wag that she didn't. It's going to be Austin's ball.
Miyashiro challenging that one, thinking they may have gotten
the original call on the floor was no block touch. Salt Lake is challenging for a block touch.
Courtney, what does our two-time Olympic medalist analyst think of this one? Was there a touch?
I think it might have. No,
I don't think
that's
so.
going over.
O'Neal's white fingernails do not move at all. Maddie Banks at the service line. Quick reflexes from Eggleston, but ball not able to be kept alive.
Again, Serena Gray, one of the most efficient attackers A little barbecue volleyball, a little ping pong here. Austin working hard, but I'm unable to get it back over the net. Anything goes in volleyball. You can hit your foot and stay up. You can hit your head. That also counts as long as it stays off the ground.
The crowd always goes wild with a foot dig. We have not seen one yet. Banks out to Eggleston, going down the line. That's a hitting error, though, so Salt Lake's going to get this one.
Tough miss with just one blocker up there right now. Austin a little bit out of sorts. Not getting high-quality swings. Again, they're passing better than Salt Lake right now, but hitting less efficient. So this substitution by Coach Sullivan, putting Bri O'Reilly, another really great setter. She started the season up until a few weeks ago when Carly Lloyd made the change.
Bri O'Reilly is number 6 in assists in the lead. Eric Sullivan trying to change up the mojo right now for Austin.
Yeah, both setters really physical. Bri O'Reilly from Canada was one match away from helping her team qualify for the Paris Olympics. Just missed out, but she's a great setter. A little bit softer in demeanor. Less fiery in some ways, but just consistent. A great teammate. Both she and Carly Lloyd are great friends and supportive of each other, just trying to find a way to help their team win no matter what.
So Poulter is back row, and she jumps in that ball over. When she's back row, she cannot jump if she sends the ball on the other side. Has to stay on Salt Lake's side. Into the block, Molly McCage stuffing Claire Hoffman.
Huge stuff by number 5, Molly McCage. Just up and over. It's not always how high you get, it's how far over the net you get in. Always nice when you can do both, like Molly McCage.
Serena Gray, perfect contact with Jordan Poulter. And looking at Jordan Poulter, she's actually added a leg wrap since we last saw her in the second set, and she has gone through a lot in her career. She tore her ACL, MCL, PCL, and meniscus all in one play in 2022, was out a year and a half, and was cleared a week before the 2024 Olympics.
Unbelievable comeback, and she made the Olympic roster without playing a full match until she was there. The coaching staff didn't even know if she could make it as a comeback.
For more on Jordan Poulter, let's go to Cameron Irwin.
I had a chance to catch up with Jordan, speaking of that process of recovery, and she talked about having to create some new skill sets. Watching the platform was priority number 1 for her. So she actually spent time with Tama Miyashiro, having Tama's platform give some different angles so that it allowed her to get a quicker read, so it forced her faster to the ball. So again, she had to be so solid in multiple types of footwork, and she's gonna have to do so even now with the leg wrap.
That's right, and something I learned in talking to Jordan is it actually takes like 2 to 3 years when you rupture that much structurally in your knee to get back to being, you know, where you were before the injury. And she's worked so hard, is again one of the fiercest competitors out here, one of the toughest athletes I've ever met.
As we see Logan Eggleston go off the arms of Jordan Poulter.
Of course, we've got a lot of aspiring Olympians as well. Logan Eggleston, one of them. Hoping to make a run for the LA team. Led by Coach Eric Sullivan, of course.
A lot of movement from the net. Banks on the outside, right off the hands. Yeah, talking to Eric Sullivan, since the USA team trains in Anaheim, I asked him today, so when do you come back? He said, I don't come back. I stay here. I'm not going back to Austin. I go from one season to the next. He is locked in for volleyball. Poulter out to Claire Hoffman, getting the touch and beating out Inoue in the back.
So cool to see both these teams just playing at this level, making it to the finals. For Coach Sullivan and Coach Miyashiro, it's the first ever final that they've been in as head coaches. Of course, Tama Miyashiro was an athlete in the London Olympics, a coach when their team won in Tokyo and in Paris, winning the silver. But it's different when you're the head coach.
Your former teammates, Tama Miyashiro, won silver in the 2012 Olympics.
I asked her, hey, how does it felt so far? And she said, it's been good. We're just trying to play good volleyball 1 point at a time. And those golden sets get a little spicy for everybody out there, which is pretty fun.
Both these teams got to the finals, getting past the golden set. For Austin, they beat Atlanta. Salt Lake took down Houston, the winningest team in the regular season.
Again, great rotation for Austin here. I'd expect Bria O'Reilly to try to find Skinner or maybe Asia O'Neal on a perfect pass.
Bria O'Reilly chasing that ball down for Banks. Gray getting the touch at the block. Eggleston not able to cut it off from the back row.
So a kill in transition is any kill you get off of a dig. So if someone's hitting at you, you get it up, that's a dig. And when you're doing that in volleyball, getting transition kills, it's so much momentum. The crowd feels it, they feed off of it, and you get more and more aggressive, and we're seeing that from Salt Lake right now.
Austin out of sorts right now, taking their time resetting in the huddle. Salt Lake looking to take the trophy away from Austin. Austin trying to remain the only team to get the League One championship title. The Tiffany Trophy is on the line. Tonight we crown a champion on USA Network. For our Skims power moves, middle blocker Serena Gray has 9 points, 2 blocks, and a dig.
Such a leader in this offense, and almost anytime she's killing at a rate of 75%, getting 3 out of 4 kills when she's getting set. And if I'm Jordan Poulter, I am feeding her the ball absolutely as much as possible. Does such a great job of staying off the net. She's got a simple approach, something we call a big window. She's really easy to set because her left arm's up there so much, she can hang in the air. Just a joy to watch.
Salt Lake has not trailed this set at all. Austin got it within 1 point at 9-8. Asia O'Neal chipping away with her block.
In Austin right now, you're just trying to get back to doing what you do best. So serving tough and blocking, and that's how you're gonna get your team back in this thing, is making a simple read and getting over. Asia O'Neal loving that for Austin. They gotta make a push here.
Skinner serving Alexa Gray. Tight ball for Banks, and it's sent over by Inoue.
Uncharacteristic miss from Inoue, number 15 for Austin. Her ball control is one thing that really sets her apart. We saw a few of these uncanny errors the other night from Austin.
Banks getting that touch. We saw a lot of errors from Austin on Thursday, going too wide. Eric Sullivan said, we're trying to find the edges, trying to go down the line, but use the block in our favor to get a touch. Great example by finding Banks on that swing. Serena Gray. Anyway, keeping this ball alive, but that second touch again being sent over by Austin.
Eric Sullivan telling his team, hey, we're all right, we're all right. It's hard to play with this sense of urgency, and you want to fight, and you're in the finals. Everything matters. You know what's on the line, and you make these plays that are, you miss on ones that you normally have that are pretty, quote unquote, easy plays. It's deflating. So can they get back to good here?
Skinner quite literally flying in from the back row, attacking that ball at the big.
One way to get back to good, just hit the crap out of the ball. Number 6, Madisen Skinner, always good down the stretch. Zoe Jarvis, number 10, in for Austin. Fellow Longhorn, started her career at UCLA, but transferred to Texas.
Serena Gray in the net, and earlier we saw Madisen Skinner's vertical. To be exact, that's a 40-inch vertical. 40.
Just ridiculously high. She can dunk.
She can smack 3 Bebos stacked on one another.
That's right.
Casanova going off the block. Jarvis keeping this ball alive. Serena Gray ending that rally, getting the touch for Salt Lake.
Huge play by Salt Lake on that one. A transition dig off the net. Jordan Poulter goes off one leg and flings that into Serena Gray, and you know you're rolling when you're setting quicks in transition. So off a dig, if you're able to get kills in the middle of the court, you are rolling as an offense.
Skinner with the tight ball again. The second touches right now, Courtney, from Austin are just being sent over the net. What do they need to change?
Yeah, especially on this side. And one of the things of playing in a big stadium is you're looking up at a high dig. You have no relation to where the net is, and that's a little bit unique. We've seen it from both sides, but right now Austin has got to find a way to be conservative, keep the ball high and off the net.
Logan Eggleston looking mad with that hit off Casanova's hand.
Or just set perfectly, like that one from Bria O'Reilly. Huge swing by number 33. As you can see the intensity in their eyes. Everything on the line tonight for both teams.
Molly McCage bringing the energy, shoving that ball back in Casanova's face. Let's bring in Cameron Irwin for more.
Shelby, Courtney, you both were talking about the out-of-system sets for Logan Eggleston. I actually caught up with her, and she told me something a bit surprising, saying she actually likes the out-of-system sets high and tight to the net. She wants to be brave on those transition balls. She wants to be physical. She also said it's important I pay attention and utilize the tip when it's available. Guys?
Thanks so much, Cameron. This ball off the net for Logan, but she goes into Dixon's block. She still swings pretty brave, but Dixon able to handle that one.
Right, Troy Dixon, a veteran, just so good at making these little plays here and there. A veteran middle sees the game so well, and they have just this intuition of where to go as a blocker.
Ball kept alive from that big swing from McCage. McCage gets redemption, and Salt Lake continues to dig her. Skinner finding that corner wide open.
That's some good volleyball right there. Some clean hits, 2 amazing digs. Salt Lake trying to take Madisen Skinner out of that by throwing the tip to her. She plays the first ball, transitions, and ends that rally with a big kill. Welcome to the championship, Shelby. Let's go.
Welcome back for Austin. Going for their second in a row. 2 for 2 for love history. Banks off the hands. Claire Hoffman hitting the ball out. She was hoping she got a hand touch.
You can hear setter Jordan Poulter telling her, hey, high, swing high at those hands.
The original call on the floor was no block touch. Salt Lake is challenging for a block touch.
Tamamia Shiro was looking at her bench, asking, do I take the challenge? What did you see? Was there a block touch from Claire Hoffman? It looks like there might be.
I don't know if I see it. I think it's pretty clean.
This view shows no touch from my view. All right, so it's Austin's point. Claire Hoffman not able to get the touch. Tommy Ashuro didn't look positive to take it. She was at her bench asking if they should take it.
I'm Jordan. I'm going to Alexa Gray in the back row right now. Huge point for Salt Lake.
Let's see where Bolter goes.
Wait.
Back row, Casanova. Bria O'Reilly sticking the fist out, sending that ball into the crowd.
That is a big-time point for Salt Lake. As Austin, you get them in trouble out of system. They can only set one person. You know where it's going, and you're unable to take advantage. Tough play for Austin.
Tori Dixon trying to swipe that ball over the net, but not able to cross the plane. Austin getting lucky on that error.
And right back, a tough play for Salt Lake. That's almost a gimme, but again, sometimes when that ball's coming right at you as an overpass, it's hard to gauge the timing. Catches Dixon by surprise there. Bailey Miller back into serve for Austin.
Bolter going right to Dixon, giving her redemption on the offense. Dixon getting the kill.
That's a solid setter move right there. One of your veterans makes an error, kind of an easy play. You want to give her confidence, say, hey, we're in this thing, let me get it back to you. Great choice by Jordan Poulter. And right now, Bria O'Reilly trying to keep her team in it here in set 3. They're down 2. I'd expect her to find Madisen Skinner.
Short serve to Eggleston. Finding Skinner, like you said, Courtney, but it's kept alive from Salt Lake's defense. Alexa Gray taking the deep miss. Austin does not have any hitters in double digits yet. Alexa Gray has 17 kills, Serena Gray has 10, and Casanova has 11. Meanwhile, Skinner at the service line leads Austin with 9. Service error for Madisen Skinner.
Right now, Bria O'Reilly's in row 4. They've got the slide queen and Asia O'Neal. Always a good option.
Slide queen coming in, but set just a little too high for O'Neal.
And the timing's been off for Austin so far. And Eric Sullivan tried to solve that, putting Bria O'Reilly in for Carly Lloyd, but still these little misses.
Okay, it's a good pass. What? They're serving in 1. Jordan, yeah. Yeah, hey, Jordan's serving there, so let's get set up quick. Maybe watch the short. She's mostly been going to 5 and then 3 seams. Right? Hey, let's go. Come on. Let's fucking go. Let's fire it up here. Let's go.
Eric Sullivan fired up, looking to get his team going. Logan Eggleston has been in many situations of pressure with Eric Sullivan, dating back from their time at University of Texas. She has a national championship with him as the associate head coach. Madisen Skinner has 2 with him. Oh, just complete miscommunication. You can hear Skinner yelling, come on, as she realizes the ball is going behind her head.
Looks like she might have been a little fast on that one. Her approach a little bit early. It's always hard when you're off timing-wise. And then you both make another adjustment and go off even more. So much of this setter-hitter connection is, hey, can we communicate through it and go back to trusting your training?
Back row to Eggleston. Kojima, there she goes again. Perfect dig from Skinner. Back to Eggleston. Asia O'Neal ending the rally with amazing digs from both teams.
Manami Kojima, just such great effort doing what she does. Not quite enough for Salt Lake as Austin finds a way to squeak out a point. They're down 3 here. Can they put pressure starting with the service line? They're gonna need a run to win this set.
Serena Gray finding last-minute contact. Banks not able to keep this ball up. Salt Lake closer to closing this third set.
Salt Lake right now, everything going their way. They're playing solid volleyball, not too high, not too low. They're looking to just keep the gas on, keep the pedal on the gas.
We know you meant Courtney.
You know.
Two-time Olympian, she can do whatever she wants. O'Neal on the slide, going off the hands of Salt Lake, putting her at the service line. Watch out for Salt Lake to try and hit at her this rotation. As her parents, Jermaine O'Neal, 6-time NBA All-Star, her beautiful mother, showing support like they always do. They never missed a game in Austin, always courtside. Casanova sending this ball over. Logan Eggleston finding that production for Austin, trying to hold off set point for Salt Lake.
Coach Miyashiro calling a timeout here at the end of set 3.
They changed that one, right? Sorry, down the line. Yeah. Okay, we'll be ready. A little bit of change. Okay, set, perfect. Give us time. Good read, give us time, okay, Claire? Attackers, run that route. You have anything, defense?
Keep your eyes on the beat when you see them.
Hey, keep saying KJ here. Okay, we got you. Let's go.
Last week in Louisville, Love handed out their regular season positional awards presented by Everest. Jordan Larson, again, this was her last season playing, had a 2-decade career. Jordan Thompson, the league MVP, just surrounded by the best of the best. Sonia Tomasevic getting Coach of the Year in her first year, and Manabe Kojima, Libero of the Year. We interviewed some Austin players for Media Day coming in, and all of them, including Eric Sullivan, brought up Kojima on their own.
Of course, the GOAT's in the house tonight, the most decorated U.S. Olympian of all time. Our 2026 Outside Hitter of the Year, 4-time medalist for Team USA. Helped them win their first gold medal. I got to play with Jordan in the London and Rio Olympics, and an incredible teammate, someone that's a true master of her craft. Fun to see her here tonight.
Oh, Bria O'Reilly taking matters into her own hands.
Unconventional, but it works for number 17, Austin. Trying to squeeze out a victory here in set 3, bringing her team back.
Salt Lake at set point. Set ends with a service error from Bria O'Reilly. Salt Lake taking the third set. If Salt Lake wins one more set, they take home the Tiffany Trophy. Austin has to pull this off with a match to take it to the golden set. Long way to go for Austin, the defending champs, looking for their second title in a row.
Welcome back to the Love Finals as we get set for set number 4. A quick check-in on Jordan Poulter as we've been concerned just about her health on that left leg. I've been keeping my eye on her. She stayed locked in with her teammates, talking all about strategy and scouting report through some of the timeouts. Yes, she did have a trainer working on that left leg, but it does not seem to be phasing her in the least bit. Only minor stretching has been seen to this point. Shelby?
Cameron Earn, our eyes and ears of the Love Final match. Well, the championship is a 2-match series. If Salt Lake wins tonight, they take home the trophy. If Austin wins, they will immediately play a golden set to 15 points to decide it all.
And it all comes down tonight. Who's going to take home the championship trophy? And one thing, performance psychologist Mike Gervais always says, excellence happens in the present moment. For Salt Lake right now, can they play one play at a time, not get ahead of themselves, be in this moment long enough to win this set?
Huge dig by Madisen Skinner. Coverage is there, but the second touch goes back to Austin's side. Austin struggling to validate these great plays by little errors.
Yeah, and right now, Jordan Poulter just willing her team. I think she would play on one leg if she had to. She's battled this injury, and along with many other of these pro athletes, and so much is how well you recover day to day to play at this level night in and night out, and she is battling right now.
O'Reilly finding O'Neal. Kojima going for a second dig, not able to get a solid touch off the slide.
The thing about Austin, you know they're not going to go away. They all talked about, hey, we play our best volleyball when our back's against the wall, and this is about as far back to the wall as you can get. I would expect them to come out hot right here in set 4. All of them have been in these positions. They've been down, they've been the underdog, and they've found a way to win championships.
Surreal feeling tonight. No matter who wins, the season is over. Just League One's second season. Poulter going out to Alexa Gray. High dig by Banks. Eggleston going for the edges, not able to find a touch. You can see her communicating with Bria O'Reilly after that swing.
We talked about her being a competitor. She said, hey, next ball, let's go. Give me that again, set me again. As a setter, that's what you want from all of your hitters. You want to feel like they want the ball when it matters most.
Back row from Skinner. Jordan Poulter, who leads her team in digs, not able to get that one up.
Just a huge swing. Again, you've got 3 hitters coming at you. Bria O'Reilly's in the front row, but Madisen Skinner with that 40-inch vertical flying for the kill.
Another missed serve from Bria O'Reilly. So she's back row setting the next 3 rotations. She cannot jump and set the ball over the net. So we Fleck in the libero jersey. Number 10 in white, getting that serve receive pass.
Huge swing by Madisen Skinner, and this is one thing that makes her so special, is that she has such a knack for knowing where the block is, knowing when to be aggressive. She can get her team out of these hairy spots. Huge swing as she's heating up.
Banks tipping over. Casanova. She's pointing that there was a touch. Tommy Ashiro listens immediately, throwing that red flag.
That looks so good.
The original call on the floor was no block touch. Salt Lake is challenging for a block touch.
Haiti trying to go for those edges right now. Ooh!
I didn't think there was a touch.
I don't think she got it, but that is about as close as it gets.
McCage waving, saying she did not touch that ball. Austin has not led since 6-5 of the second set.
They're trying to find solutions.
Salt Lake called out a rotation. Down ref is saying Jordan Poulter was out. That's something we really never see. Tommy Ashiro asking her bench what is happening.
Salt Lake is in rotation 3, but the ref thinks they should be in rotation 4. So we'll see who's right here. And by rotation 3, if you're looking at Salt Lake right now, in rotation 3, Jordan Poulter would be in left back. In rotation 4, she's going to be in the corner up front. She's going to be front row. Sometimes with all the noise going on, it's hard to remember where you are.
I'm on rotation because she thinks Hades already served and that player's the next server.
Oh yeah, we're in row 3. I think she's okay. Can we watch it?
The statistician, Will McDonald, is saying, no, this is the right rotation. The ref's calling something else. Looks like they're going to give it a replay. Let's try that again, shall we?
Replay it is.
It's a subjective call that you can't challenge.
Upright explaining to Bria O'Reilly what's going on.
Here we go.
Both teams trying to build momentum that was broken from that call. Logan Eggleston, the best server in the league, up. Back to Casanova. Did she get the high hands? Austin is saying she did, and the upright will say she didn't as well.
Casanova typically has been better the quicker the match goes. So if she can stay in this, again, she's going to be that X factor for Salt Lake. And they're going to need her down the stretch if they want to close this out.
Claire Hoffman putting that ball down perfectly at left back.
Claire Hoffman, not known for her offensive kills or being kind of that player to carry the load for Salt Lake, but she's had some huge swings tonight to get Salt Lake out of some tough spots. She is showing up here in this championship.
Still no aces in this match so far. Eggleston. She's hoping she got the touch. Eric Sullivan there, the flag goes. And the upright catches the flag. All right, she goes it back to him.
Love the levity here in the championship. Nice catch, one-handed.
That was good.
That ball was clearly out, but I do think it got the middle blocker.
Call on the floor.
Block touch.
Corey Dixon, yep, look at her. Pointer.
And Austin is challenging for block touch.
Good challenge by Eric Sullivan.
Yeah.
He is taking advantage, tossing with his team.
Eric Sullivan, one of the first liberos for USA men volleyball. Of course, opposing coach Tama Miyashiro, also a libero for the USA team. But these two don't say a lot, but they are competitive coaches, athletes at one point. They know what it feels like to be in these moments.
Oh, what a kill. Claire Hoffman. Logan Eggleston was in the right spot, but that ball flies into the crowd.
That was coming in hot from 21, Claire Hoffman.
That would hurt any other person's platform. Casanova with the dig. Alexa Gray going into Skinner's hands for the kill.
Nice transition kill for Salt Lake. And one thing you see, it's a little different with Bria O'Reilly than Carly Lloyd, is her release. When she's set, she carries it a little longer, and the timing is different. Carly Lloyd's ball comes out really fast. And we're seeing that maybe affecting the hitters right now.
Eggleston waits for Bria O'Reilly to get the second ball. Banks up against a huge block, perfectly placed by Tori Dixon.
And this crowd right now is loving it as Salt Lake starting to heat up. You can feel the momentum going their way. Of course, anything can happen. Austin only down one here, but trying to find their rhythm in set 4.
Skinner ISO situation. And again, looking for the line, but not able to find the shot or get a touch on the block.
It's hard as a team when you're battling to be in it and you get a good look and then you make an unforced error. It's deflating. But if I'm Bria, I'm going back to Madisen Skinner.
What a pass from Jarvis. Kojima, there she goes again. Set up by Eggleston. Free ball for Salt Lake. Where does Jordan Poulter go? It's an overpass, but it somehow works out for Salt Lake. Out of system play right there, but Salt Lake takes the point. 5-0 for Salt Lake.
Timeout, Austin. They're trying to find a solution.
Again, we got to clean up our side, right? A ton of it is on our side. We got to clean it up. Simple as that, right? We're good. We're creating opportunities, and then the second contact, third contact is getting us in trouble, right? We just got to play better volleyball, right? Stay connected here. Keep fighting. Stop worrying about anything else. It's the next point, right? The next point that matters here. Let's go.
Let's go, now. Do it, go with the ball, Maddie. High with the ball. Yes.
So if Salt Lake takes this set, they take it all. The League One 2026 title goes to their side. Austin has to win this set in order to stay alive and eventually go to the golden set or give them more of a chance to. Banks setting this ball over. Dixon right off the platform of Eggleston.
And Tori Dixon not getting the most sets in the world, but taking advantage tonight with 5 kills. Just a steady presence for Salt Lake, making all these little plays, showing up as you would expect a veteran.
Alexa Gray off Asia O'Neal. Jarvis, another second touch sent over the net. You heard Eric Sullivan say there's some sloppiness coming from our side that has to clean up. And Logan Eggleston taking over the huddle.
And cleaning up, he's just saying, hey, let's get back to playing our volleyball. Let's put our focus on what we can control, making the plays we make every single day. We're seeing some uncharacteristic errors from Austin. It happens in a final. You're pressing two, you're down, you're trying to come back. Everything's on the line. Sometimes you try too hard.
Maddie Banks ending the 7-0 of Salt Lake. That was the longest run of the match. She does not look worried at all.
Such a steady athlete. Again, she played in Nebraska. She's used to these big matches. She was in the finals last season with Love Nebraska, and she wants to make a statement and win her first title.
Banks was an All-American at Nebraska, Big Ten Freshman of the Year. Coulter back to Casanova. Was there a touch? No. Austin getting this ball.
And if I'm Jordan in this rotation, I'm thinking, let's get it to Alexa Gray. We don't want this to be a run for Austin. We're up 3, let's stay on top. I'm going to my go-to hitter.
Service error from Austin. No aces yet. As we are going to break, again, if Salt Lake takes this set, they take home the championship. Tonight, we crown a champion on USA Network. League One Volleyball is presented by Skims, the official loungewear, intimates, and sleepwear partner of Love. We are in the fourth set. Salt Lake leads with 2 sets. Austin has just 1. Salt Lake has never made it this far to the finals. They are playing for it all tonight. Tonight we crown a champion. The season is over after tonight. Austin, the defending champs from last season, but struggling offensively. Just 38 kills from Austin. Salt Lake has 55. Salt Lake with a 4-point lead. Courtney, what does Austin need to change to take it to the golden set?
They got to dig deep right now. This is what it's all about. This is what you train for. And no one's won a championship without being in a ton of challenge. So if you can rise up to that moment, bring some urgency without being reckless, that's what they need. And Salt Lake right now, you can feel the swell, but you try to stay under it, try to stay focused 1 point at a time to close out your first championship.
Banks, did she get the touch? She gets the kill. Maddie Banks continues to be the clutch player here in the fourth set for Austin.
We talk about mental toughness, and it comes down to, can you be you in any moment, regardless of what's going on? Can you execute what you've trained every single day? So far, Salt Lake having the advantage tonight.
Eggleston slamming that ball line, and she gets the kill. Eggleston, her 10th kill of the match so far.
Logan Eggleston said, hey, no matter how far out we were, we knew we would be in the finals. This is where we're meant to be. And I bet she's thinking the same about a golden set right now.
Alexa Gray silencing the crowd, slamming that ball right down the line, right on Maddie Banks.
Playoffs. That's how you show up in a moment, doing what you do best. Crowd loving that. Alexa Gray, the leader of this Salt Lake offense.
Alexa Gray looking like a bully on that one. Jeez. O'Reilly out to O'Neal. O'Neal hoping she gets the touch. Up breath agrees. Kill for O'Neal.
Asia O'Neal has the chance to make a run here. She's a great server when she keeps it in. Can put a lot of pressure on Salt Lake's offense. Molly McCage coming in hungry in the front.
Gray off the net. Asia O'Neal, the middle blocker, stepping in for the dig. Casanova. Good read by setter Bria O'Reilly. Strong second touch from Austin. O'Neal, back-to-back digs. But that second touch, little too tight. No one loves a dig more than a middle blocker.
Man, and that is the story of Austin's night. They're making great plays, and then they just find a way to miss hit. They don't quite take advantage of 2 incredible digs by Asia O'Neal.
All that training Cameron Irwin told us about Asia O'Neal paying off in the back row as well. Alexa Gray up to serve. Gray has 19 kills. Eggleston putting that ball in Kojima, making Manami look frustrated.
Manami, one of the most disciplined athletes on Salt Lake. Tamamishiro talks about how incredible her habits are day in and day out. And that's what allows you to find freedom, the joy in the hard moments on the world stage like we're here in Long Beach.
Casanova off the net. Jarvis finding Skinner. Cuts the ball. Kill for Madisen Skinner, her 12th one of the match.
And Austin is absolutely right back in this thing. You got Madisen Skinner in the front row for the next 3 rotations. If Bria O'Reilly can put some pressure on Salt Lake with the serve, they could be right back in this.
Coulter putting the ball right in Serena Gray's hands, but it's an error. Momentum starting to go Austin's way. Tamamishiro calling a timeout for Salt Lake. Let's listen in.
Jordan Poulter telling Serena Gray, actually run the gap here, which means Serena Gray is going to run in between Madisen Skinner and Molly McCage, something they haven't run tonight.
Out to Hoffman. Jarvis getting under the ball. Skinner cutting that ball perfectly, avoiding the block and the defense at the back.
Austin heating up Madisen Skinner. Watch her feet on this play. She gets to this inside ball and is able to hit line, which is just a world-class swing. One reason she's got a big-time chance to make the LA Olympic team.
Overpass, Eggleston. Shoving that ball right in Salt Lake's face.
And this was a tactic Austin wanted to come in with Thursday. It wasn't effective, but you see him serving short here, putting more pressure on players that don't usually pass the first ball. Mixing up the depth.
Hoffman tipping through Skinner's hands, but it's out. Momentum starting to go Austin's way.
And we talked about Austin. You got Maddie Skinner in the front row. If Bria O'Reilly can put some pressure serving, and she's doing as such, this is when Austin typically takes off.
Poulter to Serena Gray. Zoe Jarvis, there she goes with the dig. Eggleston looking for the edge, but taking the hitting error.
Salt Lake able to weather the storm, got away with one there. Eggleston missing, and Maddie Haynes in to serve. She put up some amazing service runs in the semifinals versus Houston. Number 4 for Salt Lake.
Miss serve for Haynes. Austin, ability to lead right here. Logan Eggleston at the service line. So bad news for Salt Lake. She is the best server in League One this season. Tama Miyashiro getting her team ready for this serve.
I'd expect Jordan to find Alexa in the back row here.
Miss serve by Eggleston.
Big time side out, as you said, Shelby. The best server and not great rotation for Salt Lake City. And Salt Lake trying to weather this push by Austin. One of the best teams when it gets tight is Love Austin. We can see it right now.
Jordan Poulter front row. McCage bringing the high for Austin.
Such a veteran, making big-time plays for her team down the stretch as Bailey Miller, 22, comes back in for Austin. Gonna serve in between Alexa and Claire, see if she can get them off the net and in trouble.
High ball to Hoffman. Eggleston taking the set.
Yes, go, Haiti, go, Haiti, go.
Statement block by Asia O'Neal. You can hear Salt Lake Jordan Poulter telling Haiti to go. Then seeing that block and saying, oh yeah,
good
O'Neal
night.
got you.
Good night.
Austin at the red zone, that 20-point mark. This is the largest lead of the set. Again, Austin has to win this set in order to keep this match going. If Salt Lake wins this set, they win the championship. Overpass from Austin, but they keep it up. Banks into the block. O'Reilly not able to cover this one. Salt Lake punching back.
Salt Lake down 2, but 6 points away from their first championship if they can find a way to pull out this set. Alexa Gray comes back into the front row, the leading killer for Salt Lake. This is a good 3 rotations with their best attacker up front.
Come on, Tori! Tori! Nice!
Skinner. Everything going Austin's way right now.
You can feel the pressure in the building. Haiti Casanova sets that one over, a play she typically makes. And can Salt Lake find their rhythm and start getting their composure back as Austin is absolutely heating up.
Maddie Banks, again, finding the edges like Eric Sullivan said, using the block
playing with all the confidence right now, and that is why volleyball's so fun. It's such a game of momentum. Austin trying to keep their season alive.
Yes, Lex!
Lexi Gray off the hands. Skinner, back row attack, great coverage from Bria O'Reilly.
And not last night. That's unreal, by the way. That's unreal.
Eric Sullivan thinking Alexa played that twice in a row, frustrated with the up refs, but quickly moves on.
Sets up, come on, sets up. Yeah.
Eggleston stopped straight down by Serena Gray. Another ISO block from Gray.
Huge stuff by number 11, Serena Gray, making this read on a play that Austin hasn't made too much tonight, stays disciplined, and just like that, Salt Lake is right back in it.
Four former Longhorns are on the court right now for Austin. These played with each other for many years with Jarvis back as libero. Great save for Salt Lake, free ball over. Oh. Asia O'Neal with the kill, going right for Tori Dixon. Here's a slow-mo replay, Courtney.
This is about as tough as it gets, Asia O'Neal. Just getting Tori Dixon right in the head on that one. Look at her locked in. That's what it's all about. Both teams feeling the nerves, and this is why the finals are so fun. This is why anything can happen. These moments are everything you want as an athlete.
If Salt Lake wins this set, it's over. Austin has to win to take it to 5. Bria O'Reilly's had so many battles at the net. Salt Lake just 1 point behind Austin. Austin fighting to get to set point. Salt Lake has led by as many as 5 points this set.
Let's go this way!
Jordan Poulter, back row setting the next 3 rotations.
Inside! Come on! Hey! Yes, hey!
What enough from Jarvis? Banks sends it over though. Can she chase it down? Skinner does! It's kept alive! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Erupting here in Long Beach. What a save from Skinner. The focus from Bria O'Reilly, then finally Eggleston edging that point. The crowd is on their feet. McCage back in at the front. Set point for Austin. They're trying to take this to 5. O'Neal, another dig from the middle. Skinner, back row to her. Slammed off the block. That's the Skinner we're used to seeing. All smiles. The decisive 5th set, first to 15, win by 2, goes quick and it's intense when we return to the League One Finals match. Lake to get the 4th set. Tied up to 2. That takes us to the 5th. The championship is a 2-match series, but it ends tonight. If Salt Lake wins this set, game over, they're champions. If Austin wins this set, we go to the golden set. It's basically a match of its own, but only to 15 points. Austin fighting to stay alive right now. Salt Lake fighting for their first title.
And just like that, nothing else in the evening matters. All that matters right now is whoever gets the next 15 points. And when you play a short set like this, anything can happen. Every touch matters. This is what it's all about.
We're only going to 15 points here in the 5th set. Tight pass from Eggleston. She's able to cut that ball. First kill goes to Austin.
And as an athlete, you're just trying to get back to executing one play at a time, staying in rhythm, staying out of any narrative of what the score is, what you need to do, just winning 1 point at a time.
Bria O'Reilly continues to stay Austin's setter. And Jarvis in the libero jersey for Austin. Alexa Gray getting production of her own early in the 5th here.
You'd expect both sides to go to their go-to hitters as the set goes on more and more. Right now, Austin in rotation 1, 3 of their best attackers in the front.
3-option pass from Banks. Eggleston getting the kill off the tip. It's called a double on Poulter.
Great set by Bria O'Reilly. Gets Logan Eggleston a 1-on-1. Puts a lot of pressure on Salt Lake right now.
So Poulter lifted that ball. Ball was going behind her head. Deep float from Eggleston. Alexa Gray, 21 kills so far here in the match.
Huge swing. Everyone knew it was going to Alexa Gray, and she goes up and over a very well-formed, huge block in Austin. Big-time set out for Salt Lake. And Bria O'Reilly here, I'd expect to get Skinner going on the opposite.
Jordan Poulter, deep float to Banks. Skinner off Kojima. Skinner putting libero of the year on her back.
Jeez. Huge swing. Also, Bria O'Reilly getting no blockers up against the go-to hitter. I don't know how you leave that wide open. Maybe a mental error by Salt Lake.
Bailey Miller in the serve for Austin. Serena Gray. Bria O'Reilly, her defense has really shown up when she's been called to it. Back to Casanova. Eggleston, perfect dig. Kojima matches Eggleston's defense. That ball's down. MVP of the play, Manami Kojima, 16 in white.
Look at this dig by Manami Kojima. Just absolutely flying through the air. Someone get her a cape. You can see the relief and also the focus on the next play. This is an athlete that has given everything to this sport, everything to this team.
Kojima made her debut on the Japan national team in 2022. Hasn't looked back since. O'Neal into the block, but it's kept alive from Eggleston. Kojima again. Alexa Gray, kill, offsetter Bria O'Reilly.
Huge swing in transition, a great dig, another great dig by Manami Kojima. And Bria O'Reilly looking probably to find Asia O'Neal here.
Eggleston using the block as her friend, tooling opposite side of the court.
5th set in the Love final. This is what it's all about. How fun for these athletes and these fans.
Skinner, not able to get the ace. The ball's kept alive from O'Neal. Maddie Banks going off the hands after that epic stay from Madisen Skinner.
Wow, what a play by Skinner. Look at this effort. She's running off the court, trying to put it somewhere where somebody can go take an aggressive swing. And who else is gonna help her out as her best friend on the team, Maddie Banks.
Poulter to Serena Gray. No Austin player anywhere near touching that swing.
Woo! That is a clean side out. Virtually unstoppable hitting that high as Serena Gray.
Sorry, Gap, sorry.
Slide from O'Neal. Finding one of her best friends, Serena Gray. She said she's not my friend here in the finals.
Asia O'Neal, the slide queen, doing everything for Austin to keep them in this. Showing up for her team, making plays down the stretch.
Serena Gray resting the next 3 rotations. Right by Haley Washington, the gold Olympic medalist who's been working with Gray this whole season.
Line here, line here, line here.
Banks. Claire Hoffman, cut shot right in between Jarvis and Eggleston.
Wow, huge swing. This is a swing 4-4. You don't see very often from Claire Hoffman, and she absolutely crushes that ball inside Asia O'Neal's hands. Of course, cool as a cucumber, as always.
Cool as a cucumber. Maddie Bug, 3-time All-American at Stanford, and overpass.
Yes! No, no!
Skinner keeps it alive somehow again.
Go.
Block kept up by Salt Lake. The crowd's loving these digs.
The defense by Austin right now. You can just feel how hard each side's working.
There's been 6 ties and 3 lead changes already here in the 5th set, and we're not even at double digits yet. That's the game face of Jordan Poulter.
Wait. Ready.
You hear Jordan Poulter talking to Dixon to wait on the block. But Eggleston able to beat them out on the front.
She kind of hangs in the air, waits for that, and just rips it line. One of her best shots. Jordan Poulter right now in a tough rotation. I wouldn't be surprised to see her find Alexa Gray or Claire Hoffman, who's hot right now.
Yep. Line.
Bria Riley has had so many battles at the net, and she has not backed down from one.
She's playing great right now. She came in, took a minute to find her rhythm, but she's settled in and has been a difference maker for Austin tonight. What a competitor, keeping her composure.
Bria Riley been on the Canadian national team since 2019. Made every Canadian VML roster since 2021.
Yes.
Blocked. Molly McCage, statement frontline defense.
This is Austin at their best. They're serving tough. Salt Lake has one option, and then they put up this absolute wall. Look at that emotion. Come on.
You love the flex.
Watch it drop. Yes.
Hoffman back into McCage. Dumped over Jordan Poulter. The peripheral vision taking full advantage of that middle of the court.
The off speed, we haven't seen it all night, but that's what an intuitive setter does. She feels the moment. The intensity in her eyes does whatever it takes.
Jordan Poulter stays in whatever it takes. Left leg wrapped up, and she's still going at it. McCage on the slide. Austin block not touching the ball, but that's forcing Gray to swing and going out.
Just misses. Incredible dig by Minami Kojima. And Austin starting to pull away. If this is where they went in set 4 with Bria Riley serving on a run, Salt Lake needs a side out here.
Momentum seems to be on Austin's side.
Ready.
defending one of the best plays we have seen all year from her. And the defense from Salt Lake is on fire, but they're forced to call a timeout.
We got you. Okay, what do you guys got? Okay.
Just play one slide with O'Neal on the whole front.
Okay. What do you got?
They're in one. Just overfeeding Skinner right now.
Yeah. Skinner. Yeah. Hey! We're going to get a side out here. Run your run hard. If we need to slow it down for a better swing, slow it down. And we need everyone covering. Okay, block deep. Make a big move. Get over. Come on. Go, Blake.
The gravity of these moments, it always comes down to just making the simple play. Can we side out, give yourself time?
Yep.
Short serve from O'Reilly. Tip back over. Does Jarvis keep it up? Ball not able to go back on Salt Lake's side. Salt Lake looking confident. Both sides are playing like the pressure's not on themselves.
They're both playing free and aggressive right now. Great volleyball. Who can make a few more good plays down the stretch?
Dixon at the service line. Watch out for Austin to hit at her. The only rotation she plays back row. O'Neal already hit at her once. Let's see if McCage does. Skinner tips right in the middle of the court.
So much experience in that move. All the momentum, all the energy, expecting a hard-driven ball, and she throws it in the middle of the court. This is a big point for Salt Lake. Can they stay in this fifth set?
We played just to 15. Austin needs 3 more. Alexa Gray taking the hitting air, but she's had 24 kills, almost an entire set of kills under her belt. Austin 2 points away from taking this to the golden set. Best server in League One up.
Everyone feeling the nerves, feeling the urgency of every point right now. A good rotation for Salt Lake as Haiti Casanova is up to block.
Jordan Poulter, overpass. Serena Gray blocking that ball from coming back over. Salt Lake staying close.
Hey, they're serving at once, so let's get set up quick when we get out there. Look for Alexa to be jamming a little bit more to the middle of the court, especially area 4. You guys got to look at that a little, right? Perfect. You got it that way, right? Yep. Here we go. Come on.
If Austin wins this set, we go to the golden set. This set right now only goes to 15 points, win by 2. If Salt Lake wins it, they win the championship. If Austin wins this set, we go to the golden set. Last match to 15 points. Austin trying to keep the pressure on Salt Lake. Banks. It's match point for Austin. Asia O'Neal back in at the front, playing alongside her former college teammate Madisen Skinner. They played together. Casanova off the hands, Edelson. We're going to the golden set. Austin taking this match in 5, and now it's a match of its own.
Golden set is a tie break. 1 set to 15 to determine the entire season. Whoever wins this wins the Love Championship.
Austin won Love's inaugural season championship last year. Salt Lake making their finals debut. Both these teams gone through many roller coasters throughout the season. Both were their underdogs in the semifinals they beat. And now we're going to Cameron Irwin with Love, Madisen Skinner.
Madisen, an absolute dogfight to this point. You prepare now for a golden set. What's the message to your teammates?
To my teammates, oh my gosh, like let's just keep competing and playing Austin volleyball. For so much of this game, I feel like we weren't there and it wasn't clicking, but I think if we can stick in it and trust each other and just fall back on what we've been doing the whole season, we'll be fine. So just confidence here.
Good luck. Shelby?
Thanks, Cameron. Well, Austin's clearly reset. Madisen Skinner with 21 points already so far, but we're only going to 15 points in the golden set. We are crowning a champion on USA Network right now. Austin is not done yet. They beat Salt Lake in 5 and took us to the golden set right now. Again, it's a wash. 0-0. First to 15 takes it all. Winner of the season. You see Skylar Fields getting her team pumped up. Here are the rules for the golden set. We go to 15, and it's win by 2. 1 timeout per team, 2 challenges per team. Playing for everything, Courtney.
All of the highs and lows of the season come down to right now. Whoever can get to 15 or win by 2 first takes away a championship. This is when, as an athlete, you feel all of the crowd, all of the momentum, the swell of the playoffs, and you try to channel it, stay calm, and play 1 point at a time.
We have Olympians in this match, future Olympians playing, the best in the world here in Long Beach, taking it all right now. And both these teams, again, were the underdogs. We didn't know who was David or who was Goliath, but it has been an absolute dogfight. The offense has really come alive. Madisen Skinner said that we were not ourselves beginning. We saw the momentum really step up. Both sides feeling equal right now.
That's right, and for both teams, they've been in this position before. They both had a match they had to win just to get into playoffs. Their backs against the wall. They played their best volleyball. They both won in a golden set, so they've been here before, and it's the team that can stay connected. It's the team that can execute down the stretch that's going to come away champion.
Salt Lake for the golden set had swept Houston that match. And I asked Jordan Poulter, how'd you reset from the match to the golden set? She said, we never had to. You can see Eric Sullivan getting intense.
Let's get after it. Same thing. Be looking for Alexa to be throwing some balls around a little bit. She looks a little less comfortable here.
It's a bit of a chess match for these coaches, choosing which rotation to start in. When you go to 15, it happens so fast. So who do you want to start in the front row? Who do you want serving? All of these decisions
Off defense. We
have a huge
get over.
impact.
A little bit of it is timing and off blocker, scrap. We got to come up with a couple of them. Okay? Go, Mike.
The golden set is a match of its own. Everything ends right now. We go to 15, win by 2. It's going to be quick. It's going to be intense. The digs are all over the place. The blocks, the offense, it does not get better than this volleyball. You're watching the best volleyball in the world right now. Slide to McCage.
Come on, Serena. Come on, Serena. Yes. Help. Good, Serena.
In a fifth set, you're looking for momentum early. Great play by Salt Lake. Good first 2 contacts, and Alexa Gray takes a huge high swing.
Zoe Jarvis has stepped into that libero jersey and absolutely ran away with the opportunity.
Yeah, grab it.
Logan Edelson touching Serena Gray's block, sending that ball way out for a kill.
So fun to see these athletes, the intensity of how they lock in, how they're communicating productively every single play.
Yeah, Lex! Yeah! Nice, Alexa!
Alexa Gray getting through the block of Madisen Skinner. Now she's back row, still a threat behind the 3-meter line.
Yes, block. Yes, Haney, you Haney.
Salt Lake called into the net.
Great dig by Salt Lake. Fortunately, that block trying to do a little too much.
We're okay.
Catches the net.
Kojima, one of the best liberos in the world, still showing her mechanics before every pass she does. Casanova, you can hear Coulter saying, "It's you, Haiti."
So big time. Haiti Casanova said she woke up from her nap today and said, "We can do this." Incredible pass by Alexa Gray. That is a wildly difficult play by Salt Lake. Great pass, incredible set.
Jarvis keeping this ball in front of her.
Yes, Serena.
Back to Skinner, right down the line. Flipping Serena Gray in back.
Both sides just playing great high-level volleyball. Zoe Jarvis taking care of those first few contacts. And who better than Madisen Skinner to take a huge cut as she ties it up 3-3.
This is the 11th set between these teams in the last 2 days. Back and forth battle. Coulter, leg wrapped in all, has continued to run all over the court, but Austin taking this one.
Kind of an awkward dive in there. Couldn't have felt good for one of the toughest setters in the league, in the world, Jordan Poulter. Asia O'Neal back in the front row. She was a game changer starting in set 4 for Austin. She single-handedly kept this team in it.
Casanova, did she get the hands? Austin saying she didn't, up front agrees. No challenge.
And right now, Poulter has a choice. Does she set Haiti again? Or maybe go to Claire Hoffman, who's been hot.
She goes to Dixon, who does not clear the plane of the net. Momentum on Austin's side right now. Tama Miyashiro resetting her team with the timeout. Only one timeout per team in this set. Austin on a 4-0 run.
Hey! Let's take a deep breath here. Keep passing. Good read. It's a little squirrely. Take care of that pass. Run that route hard. Okay? You got edge if you need it. If not, long game. Let's go. Let's go. Go, Blake. Yes.
Keep going, ladies. Keep going, ladies. Here we go, ladies. Edges, 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 edges.
Jordan Poulter telling her team, hey, just one here. Let's bring some energy, keep fighting. They side out here, they're right back in this. I wouldn't be surprised to see her go to Alexa Gray in the back row, the go-to hitter for Salt Lake. You can feel Austin have the momentum here.
4 former Longhorns on the floor for Austin right now.
Keep it in, Manny, keep it in, keep it in. Reset, 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 reset.
Back to Skinner. Split. Right through Dixon and Hoffman.
Everything going Austin's way. They're playing aggressive, they're playing free, and this is what they do. They wear you down, and then they show up with all the fire in the world.
Yes. Yes. Line. Yes.
Claire Hoffman returning the favor.
Claire Hoffman being a game changer tonight for Salt Lake. Salt Lake right now needs a tough serve from Haiti Casanova. They need a point score here and get their team back within 2.
Wait. Come on. Yes. Where?
Hoffman not able to cross the net, but you can hear center Jordan Bolton demanding her team to wait, be patient. She knows what she's talking about. She led her team in digs the last match just a few moments ago. Madisen Skinner at the service line. Watch out for her back row attacks.
Yes. Tori. Again.
Rio Riley hasn't backed down since Eric Sullivan put her in the match.
Beautiful thing about these competitors, they're always ready. She stayed ready. She said, hey, Carly's out there. We're here for it, but she showed up ready to fight tonight.
Austin's largest lead of the golden set. Austin immediately in the huddle saying, next one, move on.
Salt Lake right now with Alexa Gray coming to the front row. They're not out of it yet. They're down 4. They need to make a run here, but they're poised to do that with Alexa Gray in the front row.
Asia O'Neal. Right off the body of Claire Hoffman. Her entire family on the sidelines is out and off their feet.
Fired up, Jermaine.
Cross here.
Her dad's been standing up a lot this set.
Alex.
Jarvis with her best dig of the match today. Alexa Gray placing that ball perfectly in front of Skinner.
And we have seen these matches be so close. And just when you think a team's out, they're finding a way to come back. Salt Lake could be right in this with a tough serve and one stop.
Austin first to 10. The red zone version when you play to 15. Slide from O'Neal off the hand. She gets it. Austin is 4 points away from back-to-back titles. Salt Lake seeking their first one with love.
Both teams have been in some tough spots all season long. Both of them ready to fight to the last point, whatever it takes.
Never underestimate the heart of a champion. These players have talked a lot about that quote this week in Media Day. Alexa Gray, that's how powerful she hits. Logan Eggleston sending that ball way off the court.
These teams know how to fight. Salt Lake down 4, trying to keep their season alive, trying to save a chance to win a championship.
To score with her hitting. Couldn't do it, comes back for the block.
Unbelievable stuff by Logan Eggleston.
Matt matches. Salt Lake digs with defense of her own at the front.
Out. Go.
McCage one-on-one takes down Gray, but Salt Lake keeps it up. Jarvis, perfect coverage. Away from taking it off. The pressure is on Salt Lake. Their backs fully against the wall. Everything on the line.
Long track! Long track!
Get on her!
Largest lead today. Golden set point for Austin. This is the championship point, Austin. Going for back-to-back. Not so fast. Jordan Bolter knows who to go to. Alexa Gray. Championship point for Austin. Champions. Got it last year for the inaugural League One season and came back with a chip on their shoulder after struggling up and down. Eric Sullivan in his first head coaching role to ever have with League One. Going to be the head coach of USA Women's Volleyball as well, Courtney. Are you shocked?
Unbelievable. Just when you think it can't get any harder, Austin continues to fight and shows up. All the credit in the world for these guys. It was not easy, ever. And they continued to fight. It started with Asia O'Neal, Madisen Skinner, Logan Eggleston, Brie O'Reilly making a huge impact tonight for Austin as they win the second championship for League One Volleyball.
Austin was down 11-6 in the fourth set, and they did not give up. Julianne Fawcett played at Texas, mom of three, mom of the team, refuses to back down.
And this is the best part of sports. It's why you gotta believe. Just when you think you're down and out, you keep battling, you keep fighting. You just never know when you can turn it around, and we saw it again with Austin tonight.
Let's go to Cameron Irwin with Austin outside, Logan Eggleston.
The words, I love it. The words, oh man, you said, I told you. What did you tell us and how did you get it done?
We just had no doubt. I think regardless of how well Salt Lake was playing, we knew that we could do it. And this is the greatest team ever. I love doing it with these people. I could look at anyone and just know that they had confidence in me and I had confidence in them. So it's just like a team effort. That's a family right there. I'm just so proud of us.
As you embrace your teammates in this celebration, what's the emotion you're feeling?
Just like pure joy. You know, I've won some championships with these girls before, but every single one gets better. And so it's just like pure joy. I'm so just grateful that I get to do this every single day.
I think a celebration is due as well. Go ahead, Logan. Shelby.
So cool. And Madisen Skinner said this is the closest she's ever been to any teammates she's had in her past of all the championships, it feels a little different when you do it with people that you care about so much, and you can see the joy from these guys. They've worked hard, it hasn't been easy, and it feels a little better after all that hard.
Best friends Carly Lloyd and Julianne Fawcett embracing Madisen Skinner, achieving her 5th championship here today. Molly McCage, the clutch player, and she was that X factor. Austin was lacking energy, lacking momentum the first half of the match today. Every time the cage came in, that energy just changed.
Truly, they just wouldn't let it go. They wouldn't back down, and that's what happens when you commit to something. You give it everything you have. You have this belief of, no, but we've earned this. We deserve to be there. I know good plays are somewhere if we keep fighting.
Asia O'Neal, number 2 in blocks for League One this season. Relentless with her defense at the front. And presenting the 2026 Love Champions, it's Cameron Irwin.
Long Beach, would you expect anything less than closing this out in a golden set? It's now time to hand out the most exquisite hardware from Tiffany & Co. To do the honors is Love Commissioner Sandra Edahin.
Long Beach, oh my goodness, what did we just watch? An incredible atmosphere, this historic venue, a golden set. This is League One volleyball, incredible.
Tiffany & Co. is the official trophy of League One championships. Sandra, it's time to hand out the hardware.
You know, with a golden set, it's really tough. Kudos to both teams, they fought hard, but ultimately there can only be one champion. Presenting the trophy to Carly Lloyd, your back-to-back champions, Love Austin.
Now time to speak with Eric Sullivan, the head coach for Austin, and congratulations. Although back-to-back championship for Austin, your first with League One volleyball. Just what does this moment entail?
Yeah, it's so special. Obviously, we've been putting in so much hard work over the whole season. It's been such an awesome journey for us. And then to watch us kind of grind through that match, it was just a slugfest, the last 2 matches, and find a way at the end. It was really special.
Speak to the grit of this team. I think about that 4th set. You tied things up at 15 apiece. What was the difference maker?
Yeah, look, we just started competing on every contact. I thought we got a little more aggressive on defense and started kind of keeping the ball off the ground and giving ourselves opportunities, and I think that kind of swung the momentum for us.
Congratulations, Coach. Give it up for Eric Sullivan and Team Austin. And Long Beach, don't go anywhere. We have one more trophy to hand out. And Sandra, I know you're excited for this one. It is the Love Championship MVP presented by Adidas.
With an incredible performance, willing her team to this comeback victory. 44 points across the 2 matches. Your MVP is Madisen Skinner.
Madisen, not just back-to-back championships, but back-to-back MVPs. What can you say to your team to be able to pick up this big win?
First and foremost, I want to give all the glory to the Lord. He is my Savior. I'm so thankful for the work that He's done in my life and the opportunity that He's given me to play with this group. This group is special, and they've given me so much, and I'm so grateful that I can come to work every single day and do what I do alongside them.
Just how rewarding is this win? When you look to your teammates, you celebrate. Even right now, Julianne Fawcett with tears in her eyes. What do they represent to you?
Everything. Like, this is my world. Like, my family and my friends and my teammates and my coaches, like, these are the people that mean the most to me in this world. And winning is amazing and we love winning, but like, this is what matters. This camaraderie, this feeling that we get to compete alongside each other for something bigger is so cool.
Congratulations to Madisen Skinner along with Austin, your back-to-back champions and the 2026 League One volleyball champs.
Madisen Skinner, back-to-back League One Finals MVP. Austin taking home the Tiffany's Trophy for both of League's first 2 seasons. Austin was the 3rd seed. They took down the 2nd seed in the semifinals, and they never looked back. Went to the golden set, took down Salt Lake, and Eric Sullivan makes his debut in the finals, his first role as a head coach, coaching so many of his former players at the University of Texas. What a season for League One. 2026 was quite the year. USA Sports Game of the Week. Thanks for watching. We crown a champion.